healthcare's seen another area of a real pocket of growth narrative. So we've seen a pocket of growth narrative around AI, and we've seen it in the healthcare space in the GLP-1, so these are the obesity drugs. But the focus that we've seen there has just been really excessive in our minds, and is beginning to overlook some of the fundamental innovation opportunities in healthcare. This is a space that needs drugs to come to market, so we do need to see fantastic new discoveries. We saw DeepMind, for example, talking about the long-term opportunities in AlphaFold to really drive drug innovation. But it's about bringing those drugs to market efficiently, effectively, with high efficacy. And this is where you can start to look at picks and shovels in the healthcare space. So life sciences, the equipment that goes into labs that really drive these biologics, because these are different sorts of drugs than we saw sort of 20, 30 years ago. They need to be produced well, and they need to be produced effectively. And there are opportunities for those companies that broaden the access to these products, that drive healthcare innovation, not just in new drugs, but in new routes to market, in new services and new functionality.
This is a bit more sophisticated than our gummies that we were talking about earlier, but you've got Thermo Fisher Scientific, Danaher and Spectris as a couple that you know and are on your radar. What do you know about these companies that the rest of us don't know about them at this point?
Well, it's about investing beyond the headline. So it's about identifying that there's sustainability challenges out there in the world. So think about the healthcare situation globally. This is not just about broadening access to healthcare, but it's about improving those underperforming healthcare systems in some of the developed worlds. And then it's about saying, well, how do we take cost out of the system? How do we get products to market efficiently? And these are the businesses, the Danahers, the Thermo Fishers of this world, that are more business to business, but take out costs from the system. And that's what we as a society need to see to really drive better public healthcare outcomes.
I'm very conscious we've got a CEO coming up after the break, so we're going to have to pile through them. I'd love to chat to you for longer, but on decarb as well, on decarbonisation, you've got some other names as well, Autodesk, Ecom and Tetra Tech as well. Do you want to just run us through some of these ideas for us?
So decarbonisation is such a long duration opportunity here. We need to see that investment. We need to see those many trillions, of dollars going into this market. And I think it's important to look not just at these kind of infrastructure, capital heavy opportunities, but also in services, also in software. And we need to see investment in that space to really drive the energy transition. And, we can't just develop talent very quickly. We can't just develop, services functionality very quickly in the same way we can to put money to work. This is about the long term, thinking about software, thinking about engineering capabilities that really underpin decarbonisation, that energy transition in an asset light fashion. And that's where we're seeing names like AECOM come through as a really interesting growth opportunity for us.